Okay, so I have been working on making these squares. I mentioned with the ball winder, which is awesome, by the way. It's probably kind of hard to see since it was all black, but I mentioned with the another vlog, I bought this ball winder that will, or yarn winder, wool winder actually is what it's called. So I thought I would make this blanket, and I've been making these squares, and they're all different colors, as you can tell. No two are alike, and you know, they're all random. And so I basically take, I grab a yarn ball, and then I start crocheting the first row, and then I throw that in this big box of yarn that I was actually a football box, and then I grab another color, I use that, and then I throw that ball in the box. That way I don't use it twice. And then I grab the third one and then do that one and then throw the box. And so far I've already rotated, so I've finished I believe it was 16 squares with all the yarn that I have, and so that's why there are let's see, here we go. These two particular squares, they're using the same yarn color, but as you can see, these two squares are not exactly alike, because this is you know, these three are not the same. So yeah, so here I've got these, and then I finally found, I've been looking for these. I finally found them in the drawer. I had them on Etsy. There's probably about 30 squares. I don't know. I haven't really counted. I looked on Etsy to see what other people were selling squares for, and I came to, you know, I think it's about 30, because well, like I was saying, I looked on Etsy to see what other people are charging, and it's about $1 per square, believe it or not. So I put it on for $30, so there must be 30 squares in there. So and then I had these two that I didn't finish. See, most of these, I thought most of these were you know, the multiple colors like these that I'm making now, but there are only a few of these. So there's 5 and then 6. This makes 6. So I'm going to set these aside. So there are 6 squares. The rest of them all have solid colors like this. This one I just haven't put the black around yet. But I don't have enough of these solid ones to really make anything with. So what I did was, see, they're all turned a different way. There's 6 right here, and then 6 right here. And see, these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pillow. I'm going to make 2 pillows. So the front and so they're going to be like this. Oh, here we go. So they're going to be, each square, they're going to be long like a bed pillow, but obviously not big enough to be a bed pillow. And some of them seem to be bigger than others. I don't know why, but once I sew them together, these will, you know, stretch to match. But see, I wish that I had found these before I started making these new squares, because these squares are, I'm using an H hook. And these are my bamboo. These are supposed to be ergonomic for my carpal tunnel syndrome, but so they put bamboo on them, and they're not really that helpful. But I mean, they work for what I need. But anyway, this is an H, and I did these with a G. So these are a little bit bigger, and let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so let's see. This has only got 3 colors, and it's almost as big. So I thought, I wonder if I put a black row on here, if this would be the same size as these. And of course, let's line them up here. Of course they're not. These are still bigger. The one with the solid colors, they're still bigger. So so that's not going to work. So I thought, instead of adding these solid squares to the blanket that these are going to be on, I'll just make these into pillows, and they'll just kind of match the blanket. I mean, they're not going to completely match the blanket, and maybe, perhaps, if they look weird because they are solid, then maybe I'll just keep those instead of you know, giving them with these. But then I thought maybe I should just continue making the squares using these, or making them with these like this with the G hook. But I kind of like them, you know, I kind of like them with the 3 colors and the black, rather than the 4 colors and the black. Although at this point I'm not really even sure if it matters if it's 3 or 4 colors, just as long as there are you know, many colors. But I think that 3 colors and 4 colors is going to be awkward, and then put them next to 1 color, and that's just going to be weird. So so I'm just going to make these into pillows. I don't know what to do with these, and then I'll just continue making these squares for my blanket for my aunt. And here's the one with the black. This is what it's going to look like with the black. And then it's going to have a single crochet row. And then what I'll do after I put all the black on these, then I'll do the double crochet, then the single crochet row, then I'll sew them together by the edge of the single crochet. And this is actually what I found these as well. These are obviously for Easter. I'm just kidding. These are for Christmas. I don't know how this got so big. Maybe I did my beginning loop too big, but this is out of place, because the rest of them are like this. They should be tight, like they're small. But so I thought that I'll just finish. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. I only did a single crochet of the white. Well, that's weird. I thought I was... Oh, yeah, look. I did a double crochet and then a single crochet on this one. Okay, so that one's going to go away. I don't know. This is what I'm doing with these. The double crochet, then the single crochet. That's the way I'm supposed to do it. But I'm apparently doing it wrong this way. These I was going to make a blanket for someone, but I think it's just too much work at this point, considering I have all this to do. So yeah, I'm going to make some blankets with this. I mean pillows. I'll make 2 pillows with these, and then I wish I had more squares to show off, but this is only the first or the beginning. So so what I'm going to do is I've already, like I said, I've already gone through the yarn once, and I've you know, gone over, or I've started again, and so I'll just continue making more squares and then keep going until I'm squared out. Then put the black on them. I wasn't going to use this black on here until I bought new yarn, but this seems brand new. And this is one of the newly rolled up ones, and it seems pretty new, I guess. So when I say new, I mean matchable. Like it's not ancient like some of my yarn. So I guess if I believe this is Red Heart, so I'll just go to Michael's and get some more Red Heart and hope that it matches this. Because you know how yarn is. The colors are not always the same. They don't always match up. And that's why you're supposed to buy yarn in bulk if you are going to work on a specific project. That's why I was avoiding this until I was able to get to Michael's. So anyway, these are my squares, and hopefully I'll be finished before Christmas, so that I can give my aunt a nice blanket for her couch. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this, please click like and please subscribe. I appreciate it. Good night. Good night or goodbye or good evening, whatever.